boils down to this, folks, over the Europa League. A win to boost your chances to stay in, or a defeat will send you packing. We're going to take a look at that and much more next. Today we're taking a look at match number 6, of course, over in the Europa League, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button, bang, all things Europa League related, Black and Rose related, world football related. We're going to all here, boys, under one roof. Already, some clubs are already planning for their knockout stages, but other clubs have got a lot of hard work to do to see if they can squeak in at the last second. We'll take a look at all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. And again, make sure you smash the like, get the YouTube algorithm working for you by getting other Europa League content. Also, make sure you subscribe. A whopping 78% of the viewers are unsubscribed. What's that all about? But anyway, we're going to recap how I got on, of course, which is not great. And of course, check out how you guys got on in our own little prediction league. So here we go. Without further ado, let's hop on over to the recent results. This is the past results at match day number 5. So, Rennes with a 3-1 win over Maccabi Haifa. I went with a 2-1 win on that one, not too shabby. Meanwhile, Rakow with a 1-0 win over Sturm Graz. I went with a draw myself. Atalanta drew against Sporting Lisbon. I went with a 2-0 win. Absolutely shoddy. Meanwhile, Real Betis lost to Sparta Prague. Monster result that. I went with the away win on there. Brighton with a 1-0 win over Athens. 2-0 win in my eyes. Batak Topola lost to West Ham 1-0. I went with a 3-1 on that one. Meanwhile, Freiburg 5-0 win over Olympiacos. I went with a draw there. Goodness gracious me. Leverkusen 2-0 win over Hacken. I went with a 3-0 win. Molde with a 2-2 draw against Qarabag. I went with a 2-0 win for Molde. Meanwhile, the Sheriff 3-2 lost to Slavia Prague. I went with a 2-1 win. Ain't too shabby. Servette with a 1-1 draw against Roma. Got that one pretty much close to the money there. 0-0 draw on that one. Villarreal 3-2 winners over Panathinaikos. 2-0 win in my eyes. Toulouse had nothing to lose against St. Louis, and they didn't lose. 0-0 draw was the final score. I went with the draw myself. Liverpool 4-0 winners over Lassic. I went with a 3-0 win. Ain't too shabby. Rangers only drew against Limassol. Don't know what that does for them in their hopes. 3-0 win in my eyes. And Marseille 4-3 winners over Ajax, who are absolute dog shit. 3-1 win for Marseille on that one. That's, of course, my picks. Let's take a little look at the league then. I don't think I did as well as I'd hoped. Don't look at this just yet. Here we go. So, Malta tops charts with 56 points. I'm all the way down in 9th. Pretty grim stuff there, but well done to everybody else taking part. NG 152, so 826 up there with 50 alongside Vinny and Nico ZT, all on 50, all sharing the bronze. Who's wearing it today? We'll see about that. Anyway, of course, that is the situation for the week. The overall table, though, looks like this with Nico ZT 270, Motto up there, also 270 in a dead heat at the moment. So 826 got a bit of work to do. I'm in 8th. Yeah, really need to pull something out my arse here if I'm going to get something out of this one. Anyway, so those are, of course, the situations there. What else about the situation in the qualifying stages? We'll take a little look at it then. Here we go. West Ham United and Freiburg are there. They qualified. Going to take it easy in match number 6. Surely, of course, unless they really want to fight out who's going to be top dog, which, of course, could be the difference between actually qualifying and the playoff. So probably they are going to take it a bit more seriously. Meanwhile, Marseille and Brighton appear to be through to the next round. Again, got a bit of work to do to see who comes out on top in Group B. Group C sees Real Betis, Rangers, Sparta, Prague, all competing for 2 spots left. Limassol are out of it. Unfortunately, they could get 3rd, which I don't think you get anything, not in this house, for 3rd spot. Meanwhile, Atalanta and Sporting are there. They qualified again, trying to find out who's going to be top dog. It looks like Atalanta with that goal difference should be enough. Liverpool will be top dog in Group B. They should rest a whole bunch of players, I imagine. Toulouse, as I spit on my screen there, just about there. St. Louis could mathematically squeeze in there, depending on who. I don't know who's playing Liverpool, but it could go the other way. I think it might be Liverpool, St. Louis, so looks like they're not going to make it. Meanwhile, Rennes and Villarreal, they are through. Panathinaikos, again, out. Unfortunately, Villarreal could get top spot against Rennes if they can get a victory, depending on what goes on. Slavia Prague and Roma also through in Group G. Servette, Sheriff are out. Leverkusen perfect in Group H. The second spot is wide open between 2 sides, Qarabag and Molde. So those are the situations there. These are, of course, match number 6. Does take place on the 14th of December. So let's get into it. Of course, kicking it all off with Qarabag against Hacken. That's actually taking place on one of the earlier games in the Europa League. Let's get into it. Play each other just the one time. Of course, Qarabag, 75% form for them right now. Just one defeat the past 6. They are third in the table with 7 points on the board. Up against Hacken, who are bottom with 0 points at the moment. Just 1 win in 6 for them heading into this. Previous match was the 1 win for Qarabag over in Sweden. Of course, Qarabag picking up a 3-0 win over Gabala in their previous match. Hacken, last match, was a 2-0 loss against Leverkusen. That's a competitive match. The odds here, 3-1 on is your Qarabag red hot favourite, 6-1 is your away win. That's Hacken, 90-4 is the draw. Let's go 2-1 win. Let's give Hacken something to smile about, but unfortunately not going to be enough heading into this one. Also, Leverkusen up against Mulder as the top 2. Lock horns, of course, both sides I think are through. Maybe Mulder got a bit of work to do. Anyway, play each other just one time. We'll talk about that shortly. Leverkusen, top of the charts there, 15 points on the board, 92% form for them, winning 5 of the last 6. Unbeaten in the last 23 games, goodness gracious me, up against Mulder, 67% form for them. Not Mulder from Scully and X-Files, but Mulder from Norway, unbeaten in the last 5. They are second with 7 points on the board. Last time around was a 2-1 win for Leverkusen in Mulder. Leverkusen, though, 3-1 winners of Paderborn to continue their run in the DFB Pokal. Meanwhile, Mulder with a draw against Hamkamp in their top flight there. Meanwhile, the odds right here, right now, we're looking at Leverkusen 3-1 on for the victory, 19-4 is the draw, 6-1 is your long shots. That's Mulder. We are going to go 2-1 win again. Leverkusen will probably take it easy a little bit, but they want to continue that run of form. It's monumental, it's pivotal in their quest for glory domestically and in Europe. Slavia Prague against Servette. That's coming at you as well. Early kickoff over in Group G. Now these two sides play each other 3 times in 2023. We'll talk about that shortly. Slavia Prague, they're winning 5 on the spin. 83% form for them right now. Top of the table with 12 points on the board. Against Servette, who are also unbeaten in the last 6. 83% form for them. Back-to-back draws, though, heading into this. The previous match was a 2-0 win for Slavia Prague in Switzerland back in September 2023. That was match number 1. Slavia Prague with a 2-0 win over Hradak Klovova in the domestic cup there. Servette with a 1-1 draw against Young Boys over in the Swiss top flight. The odds, though, for this one, we look at Slavia Prague 11-4 on for the victory, 4-1 is the draw, 50-2 is your Servette, who, of course, unbeaten run for them, but unfortunately they'll lose this one. In fact, to change my mind, 2-0 win, Slavia Prague. Going with a popular vote on this one. Meanwhile, Roma against Sheriff. Again, Roma are there. Would like to compete for that top spot without trying to avoid that playoff spot, but realistically it's out of their hands. Play Tiraspol, just the one time. We'll talk about that shortly. Of course, Roma, 67% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat past 6. They are second with 10 points on the board. I guess the Sheriff, 50% form for them right now. 1-3 and lost 3 heading into this. Of course, previous match was a 2-1 win for Roma over at in Tiraspol. Mulder, sorry, not Mulder. What am I talking about? A 2-1 win it was for Roma. Previous match against Sao Sulio. Tiraspol lost to Baltai in their domestic league previously. This match 7-1 on is your Roma, 13-2 is your 14-1 is your long shots. We're going to go Roma. We're going to go 2-0, and we might play the booster on that one. Might change my mind in a little bit. Meanwhile, Panathinaikos against Maccabi Haifa come at you over in Greece. Of course, Panathinaikos look like they're already out. Maccabi Haifa also joining them in the exit round. Of course, Panathinaikos 50% form for them right now, 1-3 and lost 3. And this one they are third with 4 points on the board. Up against Maccabi Haifa, 50% form for them, 1-2 lost 2 and drawn 2 over the last 6. They are fourth with 2 points. Of course, one of those points was in the previous match between these two sides in round 2. 0-0 it was as Maccabi Haifa hosted Panathinaikos. The visitors, or the hosts here, Panathinaikos 4-0 win over Crete in the last match for them. Maccabi Haifa with a 0-0 draw against Villarreal in Spain, the previous match. The odds here, 10-7 on is your Panathinaikos, 13-5 is your draw, 70-4 is your Maccabi Haifa. Tough one here, going to go with another popular vote, 2-1 win for the hosts. On this one, Rennes against Villarreal, coming at you over in La France, over in Group F. Now, these two sides have played each other just the one time. Of course, Rennes, what they're looking at, 50% form for them right now, heading into this, 1-3 and lost 3. They are top of the table with 12 points, up against Villarreal, who are second with 10 points, unbeaten in the last 5, 67% form for them heading into this. Back-to-back draws, though. The previous match over in Spain was a 1-0 win for Villarreal back in October 2023. Of course, Villarreal 0-0 draw against Maccabi Haifa most recently, and Rennes with a 2-0 loss against Marseille in Ligue 1. That's right. Rennes 6-5 for the victory, 5-2 is your 2-1 is your long shots. That scores Villarreal. I'm going with a draw here. Yep, picking a draw, 1-1 in the end. Of course, points split, and of course, keeping them as they are in the table. Lasic against Toulouse, who have it all to lose. Basically, they need a win win to really guarantee their spot as a runners-up here. Against Lasic, of course, plays just the one time. 58% form for Lasic right now. Just 1 win and 4. They are fourth with 3 points on the board. They cannot really make much progress, can the Austrian outfit. Toulouse, though, having it all Toulouse, just 1 win in 6. 40% form for them right now. However, just 1 defeat past 5. 3 draws out of the last 4. Second to the table with 8 points on the board. Of course, last time around, they're over in La France. It was a 1-0 win for Toulouse back in October. Toulouse with the draw against Lorient, most recently back-to-back home results there. Of course, this one is on the road. The last away trip was a 1-0 loss to Nice. Lasic, though, 0-0 draw against Austria Vienna, most recently in the Austrian Bundesliga. The odds here, 23-20 is your host. 12-5 is the draw. 20-10 is your away win. I've got a bad feeling about this. 1-1 draw. It might still be enough. But, of course, we'll keep an eye on St. Louis up against Liverpool coming at your early kickoff as well on Group E. Plays just the one time. The Belgians, of course, 67% form for them right now. Unbeaten in the last 5. They are third with 5 points on the board. A win basically really gives them hope. Anything else, we'll see Toulouse go through. Liverpool, though, will probably rest a bunch of players considering their gripes with the schedule at the moment. Unbeaten in the last 5, 75% form. They are top with 12 points right now. Last round, though, 2-0 winner was for Liverpool over at Anfield. Of course, Liverpool with a 2-0 win over Sheffield United most recently. St. Louis with a 2-0 win over Bremen on the road, both sides with away trips there. Meanwhile, the odds right here right now, we're looking at St. Louis 9-4 for the victory, 21-20 is your Liverpool, 3-1 is your draw. It'll still be too much, I think. Let's go 2-0 win. Liverpool getting through with a probably reserve side. We'll see about that. Radau up against Atalanta, of course, coming at you on one of the later kickoffs on this coming Thursday. Played just the one time. Krashkova, 58% form for them right now. Unbeaten in the last 5. Fourth in the table with 4 points on the board. Up against Atalanta, just 1 win in 6. They are top with 11 points on the board at the moment. Last time around, though, it was a 2-0 win for Atalanta in Italy back in September 2023. Krakow with a 1-0 win over Krakow Krashkova or whatever in the Czech Cup in the round of 16 most recently. Atalanta with a 3-0 loss to Torino most recently, still ringing in their ears. The odds, though, for this one, Krakow 7-4 for the victory, 8-5 is your away win, and 23-10 is the draw. I'm going with a draw here. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. Krakow will get a result. Atalanta don't really give us two shits because they're through. Anyway, Sporting Lisbon got Sturm Graz coming at you over in Portugal. That's right. Places just the one time. The host, Sporting Lisbon, 75% form for them right now. They are second with 8 points on the board. Of course, looking A-OK. That's in Group D. Meanwhile, Sturm Graz, 42% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat past 4. They are third, 4 points. I think they got too much to do to get through here. 2-1 win it was last time around for Sporting in Austria back in September. That was match number 1. Sporting Lisbon 3-1 win over Vicente Barcelos in the Portuguese top flight. Most recently, Sturm Graz with a 1-1 draw against BW Linz in the Austrian Bundesliga most recently. The odds right now, we're looking at it. We're looking at Sporting Lisbon 10-7 on for the victory, 14-5 is your 7-2 is your way win. It's going to be a win for the hosts here. Again, might take it easy with a rotated squad. Limassol against, oh goodness gracious me, against Sparta Prague. Rangers really got work to do, don't they? Of course, Sparta Prague are third. Of course, Limassol are fourth. Played just the one time. 58% form for Limassol right now. Unbeaten in the last 3. Of course, 2 wins and a draw to boot. They are fourth. Of course, they got, unfortunately, will not be able to qualify here. Against Sparta Prague, who are winning 4 of the last 5, or 4 wins in a row here. 5 wins in the last 6. 83% form for them. They are third and 7 points on the board. Of course, they can do this. Sparta Prague 3-2 win last round in Prague. That was back in match number 1 in September. Limassol with a 4-0 win over their nearest and dearest in the Cypriot top flight there. Sparta Prague with a 2-1 win over Pardubice in the Czech top flight. The odds are right here, right now. We're looking at, what are we looking at here? We're looking at Limassol, 13-5 for the victory, 11-10 on Sparta Prague, 11-4 is the draw. I really cannot see anything but an away win here, 2-1 win, which will probably put a lot of pressure on Rangers, who go to Spain against Real Betis, who are through. So, will they take it easy? I don't know. Played each other just the one time, of course. Real Betis, 67% form for them right now, just 1 defeat to the past 6. They are 9th. They're not necessarily there. They're actually, it is win or bust. A win for Rangers could actually see Real Betis go out here. So a lot will rest on this one. So 67% form for Real Betis. Rangers, though, 83% form for them right now. Unbeaten in the last 4. Second at the table with 8 points on the board. Last round, it was a 1-0 win for Rangers in Glasgow back in September 2023. Real Betis with a 2-1 win of Villanovese in the Copa del Rey second round. Rangers with a 1-0 win of Hearts. Back-to-back clean sheets for them heading into this, of course. But the odds is 6-5 on is your Betis. 13-5 is your 3-1 is your long shots. It's going to be home win, unfortunately. I'd love to see it, though. I really love to see if Rangers can do it, but I don't see it happening. Brighton against Marseille. Late kickoff over at the Amex. Now, these two sides have played just the one time. Of course, Brighton, 75% form for them right now. They are second with 10 points on the board. Just one defeat at the last 6. Up against Marseille, who are first with 11 points on the board. Just one defeat at the last 6 as well. 75% form. Both sides are red hot to trot right now. Meanwhile, 2-2 it was back in Marseille back in October and in match day number 2. Brighton on the back of a 2-1 win over Brentford. Marseille with a big 3-0 win over Lyon. Back-to-back clean sheets for Marseille. However, they're on the travels here, and the odds for them for the victory against against Brighton, 7-2 for the victory, 20-13 on is your Brighton, 16-5 is your draw. I've got a feeling here. Going to go with a 2-2 draw. Marseille will give them a bit of fight, which will see Marseille top the group. Brighton in second. Ajax up against Athens, of course, over in the Dutchlands. That's right. Of course, Ajax not looking great right now. Fourth for the table with 2 points. Up against Athens, who are third with 4 points. Of course, Ajax on 58% form for them right now. 2 defeats the last 6 there, of course. Up against Athens on 58% form. 2 defeats also in the last 6 heading into this previous match. Over in this round, of course, was a 1-1 draw back in October. However, they have played each other back in the Dutchlands back in September 2018 when Ajax was something else. 3-0 win over Athens in the Champions League. 2-1 win it was for Ajax over Nijmegen most recently. Athens with a 1-0 win over Aris Domitrikidis over in this top flight in Greece. The odds right here right now, we're looking at this one. We're looking at, I'm going to go with Ajax victory here. I think, what am I doing here? They're even Steams for the victory. Where we are 13-5 is the draw, 5-2 is your away win. We're going with Ajax. We're going to go with a 3-0 win. Maybe something to please the fans somewhat. Olympiacos against Bakatapola. Let's get into this one coming at you over in Group A. Now, these two sides have played each other just the one time. Olympiacos, 42% form for them right now. Just one defeat past 4. Up against Topola, of course, 50% form for them right now. Win 3 and lose 3 over the last 6. They are 4th with just the 1 point. Previous match was a 2-2 draw in Topola. Back in October, it was match number 2. Olympiacos with a 2-2 draw against Volos in the Superliga there. Topola with a 1-0 win over Radoniki in their top flight. The odds right here, right now, we're looking at Olympiacos 10-3 on for the victory, 70-4 is the draw, 70-2 is your away win. Will be a home win, a convincing win, but it'll not be enough to oust these two. West Ham United against Freiburg, who top Group A. That's right, played each other just the one time. Of course, West Ham, 92% form for them right now. Looking A-OK, second at the table with 12 points on the board. Of course, up against Freiburg, 67% form for them right now. Just one defeat the past 6. Of course, they are top with 12 points. Of course, last time around, it was a 2-1 win for West Ham in Germany back in October 2023. Of course, West Ham on the back of a 2-1 win over Spurs at Spurs. Freiburg with a 1-0 win over Mainz in Mainz. Of course, back-to-back clean sheets for the Germans on this one. The odds here, we're looking at West Ham 11-8 for the victory. That's 11-8 on, 16-5 is the draw, 3-1 is your long shots. That's, of course, Freiburg here. We're going to go with a 2-1 win for West Ham. Tight game, big game, monster game. I'm sticking with my booster here with Roma against Sheriff. That is my picks, of course. Don't forget your own picks as well. Get them in nice and early. As, of course, we've got a busy week up ahead, both here and over there. Of course, anyway, till then, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell. Of course, get the YouTube algorithm working for you, and also get the numbers up. Still, a whopping 78% of you are not subscribed. And until then, I'll see you soon for the next one.